Hey guys, it's Tarkin coming at you with another game of hardcore Minecraft. Picking up here on our icy boat. And so, principal objectives. I need to be able to find a chest, if one's here, just to raid it. So, going to be able to do that by just cracking some more ice and seeing how much further this boat goes. Because if it ends like right here and it looks like it's not going too much further, then anything that we would find would have to be, you know, like inside the wooden portion, or so I would assume. So maybe with the iceberg, maybe it took away what we otherwise would have been able to discover. But we're just going to investigate a little bit, because yeah, this is the very bottom of the boat. We're not going to find anything under there. So it looks like yep, we very well may have found a boat without a treasure map. I can't think of too many places where the chest would be that's not a place that we've already looked at. Because the boat just simply doesn't exist any further. So we found a boat that I thought was remarkably well preserved, but because there's not like an upper room here, right? It just leads right back to the prow here, and yeah, so there's the end of that. Be the end of a lot of things if I had failed to bring my bed along. And right now I'm just gonna break this chest because I lost my axe, and I very, very much need. Alright, so this is not a good solution, but it's better than nothing. So we're just going to make a wooden axe for the time being. And oh, I had a gold one. Huh. Well, you know, that's what I get for paying attention. I've got my bed now, and we've got enough wood to make another crafting table if we need. And my boat is in the inventory. Very responsible, good boat discipline. Couldn't compliment myself harder if I tried. So that boat, very interesting, but ultimately either I lacked the creativity to figure out where the chests were, or the one that I found was all that I was going to get. And I don't want to spend too much time tearing it apart when there's so much to discover. So we are going to run. In the break between videos, I sort of formulated more of a plan. Hello, happy polar bear. Don't worry, I'm not going to bother you and your cubs. We're just going to run to the other side of this ice spikes area and hope to find the cherry trees there. This is the stony shore that I already ran across, and there's that little spire. But we're just going to go back over to this side rather than going over there with the pillagers and those spruces. And I'm hoping that just over the crest of this hill, we're going to be able to see something like a bunch of cherry trees in the distance, which would be both beautiful and the objective of the journey broadly. So hoping that'll work out. We've got a lot of snow. This is the sort of thing that makes me think, am I now going to learn how snow works? But, you know, we're just going to... Oh, no, not my bed. I meant to eat a little bit of bread. And now some nice mountain goats over here. I will come and say hello. If they're proper goats, they should eat anything. I don't have any wheat. Do you want some flowers? You are not like any goats I've ever known if you would turn down any of the things I'm trying to give you. Do you want a pumpkin? Look, this is a weird goat. We had goats. My family had goats when I was growing up. We had goats. But there's something very strange over there, a reddish pillar that I don't really recognize, so I'm going to go in that direction. This is quite a beautiful area. Just a vast snowy expanse, and it looks like we're actually seeing that pillager tower off in the distance. I'm going to make my way this way. I feel like maybe we'll see cherry trees there, and we'll be able to check out what that red pillar is. We've got 4 or 5 minutes to daylight, and oh no. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm not drowning. Okay, so we are chilled and losing hit points right now. Alright, I need to get out of here. Alright, so now we're losing more hit points, and I think I'm gonna... I need to put up... Oh, no, 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 no. This cannot be the way. I just need to get something down that I can sit on. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Alright, if I throw water down, can I... Alright, okay. Jeez. What a bad feeling. Alright, so, everything is fine. Everything is fine. Apparently that happens. The water bucket, very important. Okay, my heart. And we're just gonna grab some of that and get to running. And yeah, apparently when you run on snow, sometimes you can almost freeze to death. So jot that down. I had fallen through snow before, back on my old world once upon a time, coming from the Nether, but it was on peaceful, right? So it was merely incredibly annoying, but I wasn't taking health damage. I think we'll just boat down. Because it seems like, in retrospect, too, this would be a much safer... Whoa, that's fun. Apparently, you can quite quickly... well, not that quickly once you're on it, but... the boat is very fast moving on the frozen terrain, which I did not anticipate. Although I may have known it from the past. Actually, now I do think I knew it. But, okay, so that's just, rather than a red pillar of indeterminate sourcing, it is just a magma, or a lava pillar that just happens to be right there, which is interesting enough. Got a couple of minutes tonight, and then just going to be moving on forward. And okay, so once again, need to be more careful. And I have like some concept of being able to move forward a little bit. Alright, so there you go. What an unpleasant and tense time it is climbing in these mountains. So I just need to be careful that I'm not climbing onto the pure powder, because that way lies misery. I think we might stay here for the night. No, we'll just keep on going. There's no point in stopping now. Alright, right when I thought I was acting smart. Okay, so there's not too much snow before it gets going, but I think it would just be wiser to sort of make my own steps as I go across the terrain, rather than going to the whims. Well, we found another pillager tower, or the same pillager tower. I just need to have some breads, and I'm hoping that we will have like a triumphant reveal of cherry trees when we get here. Otherwise, I just wild goose chased my whole way over here. Looks like the geese are wild. Well, that's alright. Just going to reflect that I don't have any torches on me, which is not great, but you know, not terrible. So we're just gonna crash here as soon as night falls, which should be happening in just a brief moment. There we go. And remembering bed discipline, which is the most important aspect of all disciplines. That's so funny. Of all of the wonderful sights in the world, I think the specialness of that lava coming out of the top of that ice spike is pretty fun. So I'm not abandoning my thought of the cherry grove getting segmented by this ice. I just want to check around this side. And I'm hoping that over around this side of the mountain we'll find it. If not, then we will hop on the water and skirt around that edge, looking for cherry trees. And we are right now at basically 0x and 3k out on the vertical axis out, or rather not vertical because y is up and down, so the z-axis. The cross axis rather than the up and down or around axis. You know, 3 dimensions have a very specific way to describe them, and if you don't use them, then you're gonna realize why there's a way to do it the right way. I think I have a good feeling. I think when we go over this hilltop, we'll find some cherry trees. Come on. Nope, and I'm pretty sure that is the village. So all we've done is skirt around this whole way and find no cherry trees. But that's not fair. That's not all we did at all. Okay, whoops. Well, what we did was almost something very dumb. But we don't need the bed on us immediately for this. Oh, the torches were in slot 1. I was thinking to myself that I had just made them before a previous video. So we're just going to go and make waterfall. Do you call it that? Like how you make landfall? I think we should start. We're going to go make waterfall over here. And then skirt around the edge. Try to get around to the other side of the ice spikes. Look at what's going on in that direction, and hopefully see some cherry trees, because the cherry blossoms on the ground, those aren't imaginary. I have 46 of the petals as proof, and of course the old reliable debug screen, which also said that that's what we had going on. Is that a shipwreck? That's a shipwreck. And there's nothing better than a shipwreck, because part of this journey, a very important part, is the acquisition of cherry trees to make our home a proper home. But another part of it is the acquisition of iron and stuff. You never want to give up on your materials acquisition. And I know one day I might be the sort of person who makes what you psychopaths call an iron farm. I'm just not ready to do that yet. But I am ready to get a little bit of iron here. I don't even think I can get it into the inventory. Yes, that is the case. So we're going to ditch the sugarcane for the 1 iron block. Decisions. Well, we'll get enough for a furnace here in a bit. Well, actually, that's not a great choice. All right, so time to bite the bullet and be smart. First of all, we need to get enough for a furnace, and then we're going to need just enough stone for a couple of tools in the event that I don't get a furnace. Wandering Trader, if he sells cherry saplings... Oh, misery! Rain upon me! Why must the world be the way that it is? Why do I have to tell the jokes that I do? Anyway, he sells cherry saplings, and I don't have emeralds, so he's not selling any of those to me. Nice to meet you, sir. Carry on. I wish you the best in all of your economic endeavors. What a gentleman you are. Anyway, Obnoxious. Now, I was hoping for slightly more iron here. But 3 is very good. 3 is, of course, the number that you need to make some of your dreams come true. You get a pickaxe out of 3. I think it's always also the same number. Not always the same number. Also the same number for an axe, which I actually absolutely am going to need before I go out to the shipwreck. So it's time to do the thing where I forget how it all works again. Axe before pickaxe in this case. We're going to make a furnace, which we definitely can do because I got enough stuff for it. And I think we're going to have to go like the long way. No, we can just stick them. Yeah. So you don't have to have coal as a fuel source. This will do just fine. So we'll just hang out here and... Alright, so do we need anything else? Yeah, we'll need to make another stone pickaxe anyway, so we'll just go ahead and do that. Get a couple of them. Decisions. I think we'll ditch the fish. It's one of the least likely things to be important here. All of the balancing is so loud here. I'm so embarrassed about that. All right, much better. Sometimes the audio gets strangely loud, and I, of course, have no idea what I'm doing, so I get very self-conscious because I know I can't fix it if it goes wrong. Oh, this guy is singing an actual song here. That's cool, but not really what I'm going for. Alright, so, as I was saying, we're just going to take the iron ingots out, make them into an iron axe, and wow, that took a lot of time. You would think that I don't know what I'm doing, and you would be so right. We're going to leave the rest of this junk here, because of course we are, and just strike out for the shipwreck, where we theoretically could find emeralds, perhaps even in the amounts that we would need. So we are not too far away from that that temple. I just need to make sure that there aren't guardians around right here. I don't want to get too close. This is like a little bit far from it, right? So you can see them out there in the distance, popping around all psychotic-like. I don't think they're pinged to me here. Well, we'll learn that the easy way or the hard way, I suppose. But, you know, we've got a couple of minutes before nightfall. Let's just get our doors out and get to it. Alright, this is a slightly concealed chest. Not incredibly concealed. We get our paper and carrots. We're actually just going to leave all of this stuff. Paper's fine, but it's not like a thing that we're going to want to be carrying with us in a limited inventory space journey. Because we know this dirt's not native, we're just going to clear it out of the way. And the bed lost its support. This sand here is also like a very, very clear indicator that we're going to want to clear it to find access to other things. Here's our buried treasure map. No number on it. And the books we are certainly going to be carrying along. It's a lot of paper to leave behind, but it's not really that big of a deal. Oh, okay, weird. It said it was a buried treasure map, but it had nothing on it, and now it has just made a map of this exact place. So very, very interesting. Haven't seen that before. We're going to look around for another chest, perhaps. And I'm just trying to look around here. So there's one there, and then we might find one here in this upper section right here. Right here. All right. And boy, do we ever find stuff in it. We're going to need to put down this door real quick for a little inventory management. So I do find enough emeralds to make the thing. We're going to put that golden hoe there because it doesn't matter. We're going to put that golden sword there. We're going to silk touch shovel. That's pretty valuable. Enough nuggets for 23 nuggets, a whole brace of emeralds, and some gold stuff. There we go. Excellent. This was an entirely worthwhile endeavor. And now the night is going to be falling fairly soon. Just need to get back to the boat, back to the shoreline for night, and then back to this gentleman. So we're going to be able to have an amazing and resounding success in our goal, which is to explore strange new worlds and to acquire a cherry sapling. Magnificent. Oh, my emeralds. Anyway, before I get worried about the emeralds, we're going to lay down for the night because I don't think the emeralds will disappear. And it's either lay down for the night or get into a brawl in the morning. So we're gonna take the right call there. We're gonna throw the salmon down, get our emeralds. One cherry sapling is all we need, but did he have a mangrove also? Yes. So we're gonna buy that too. You know, it would be cooler to adventure and find it, but now we're just going to jump into the boat and try to make our way home, I guess, because now we've gotten everything that we needed. A chunk of iron, which is nice. Yeah, but before we do anything else, let's go ahead and fix the problems of the past. Get myself an iron pickaxe again. How embarrassing to run out of that. Get rid of the stone. Who needs it? Not me. And I did lose my doors, so we're just gonna... There we go. Very happily start the route home. So we could go left or right to get there. How astute. What a fun thing. I think we're in like the really old era of YouTube public music now. But this one's pretty intense. That'll be fun since we're doing the least intense thing ever and boating home. But I'm going in this direction simply because I know it'll be a way to get there. And where did OBS disappear to? I need to change my settings sometimes. Sometime. That looks like it could be a shipwreck. Is it? Looks like it could be. We're gonna check it out. Monument or ruin there. Oh, it's on its side. Well, that will be disorienting and obnoxious. Or it'll make it incredibly easy to look into. We'll see. Alright, armor trim, that's fine. Mending on the armor, that's fine. The paper, bamboo, we've already got all that stuff. Yeah, I guess we'll just toss the cobblestone there. And then another chest right here. And another buried treasure map, which is actually going to be blank, I bet. Yes, it is actually going to be blank, so maybe there's some mechanic going on there that I don't understand. Alright, so that chest and that chest, that means there's probably one more with some nice stuff, but it'll be in a weird spot, like all the way in here. Hey, there you go. And like a bandit, I once again make out. A little bit careless to let my health go down so far, but was so happy with the results. And yeah, couldn't ask for better. Even, well, I mean, you could ask for a functional map as loot, but that's not important. What is important is we've got a ton of lapis, just so much, 21 of it, and I thought I had more iron ingots than that. I guess I left some behind. Did I? Anyway, I'm gonna go back in and look, just because it'll be quick, and I thought that I had seen more than that. Oh, never mind. This is not a chest that had a lot of them in it, and I merely thought that there were. Oh, it was lapis and more emeralds. But I think I saw that on my way around. I just sort of thought, maybe it doesn't matter. So we'll skirt around this edge of the land. This is a ruin and not pretty cool ruin. Pretty cool indeed. Let's just see if we can find any suspicious stuff. Well, I don't see anything suspicious except for the nature of it itself. All right, we got a zombie to fight. That's not suspicious. Zombies happen all over the place. And we're gonna draw them up to the surface. My boat's a little far away. Come on, zombie buddy. Come on now. Oh yeah, it's definitely a little hard to... Oh no! That guy is throwing freaking harpoons at me. Okay, so serious business time. Never seen this before. Alright. Good news is shield blocks him. Alright, this is getting silly. I just need to kill this one first, and then I'll close on the harpoon one. You know, because I don't have my speed enchant for water, it's pretty tough. Oh no, come on, get back here. Come on now. Alright, I do not get a trident. That would have been pretty cool though. Look at all of them here, and I can't get a single one of them. Alright, so apparently this is a place where a lot of zombies live. So I could come back here to deal with that. But I don't really want to do too much water combat at the moment. It's pretty cool though. It's like a lot of that weird sort of stonework like you see on like ruined nether portals sometimes. But I definitely want to come back and investigate this. So basically 0 and then 2300. I'll come back whenever I can, you know, do the walking underwater thing a little better. Because I just don't relish fighting 3 or 4 of those zombies. I mean, that almost went like kind of south. I could have built a platform. There's a lot I could have done to do it a little better. But still a pretty interesting... most of the ruins I see underwater are not like that extensive. And they're more of like a granite and sandstone alternating thing. and that one was just like a lot of stone bricks, so pretty cool. Not really that familiar with seeing structures like that, but of course I have such a limited experience that it's not surprising that I'm finding new stuff all the time. You know, I know swamps exist, but I don't think I've ever been in one in a survival world. Not that I lived very long anyway. Like on my big survival world that is not hardcore. I don't think I've ever been to one. I've seen one on creative like once upon a time. Uh, you know, flying around whenever I first transitioned to Java, but and that's just one biome example that I've never seen. Obviously, I don't know how snow works, as we saw earlier on, and that whole thing now just looks like an opportunity to freeze to death. So what we're going to do now is strike out into the distance, headed for home, but keeping an eye out, of course, for the mini monuments that are going to dot the way between us and there. That is absolutely not the way to phrase that. I knew that it was wrong when I started, and I decided I was going to do it anyway. So I've always thought of myself as just like a really daring user and practitioner of the English language. You know, I'll just do it wrong on purpose, and then I'll tell you that you're wrong for noticing. Alright, so that looks like a monument. I'm like, why does it look strange over there? I don't want to get too close. I think it's just like maybe magma blocks that were lighting up a little bit, so that's why it looked more extensive than I would normally see. So, monument and then a monument, and then there's a monument over to that side, and then of course this one here that I'm going to be skirting. And just like before, we are crossing the ocean at night to return home. And just like before, reasonably confident about it, although I now know that zombies can throw freaking tridents at you. I think they were tridents. It looked like they weren't just harpoons. And that, well, you know, just like everything in Minecraft, that puts the idea in my head that I could get a trident. And then I could, like, ride around on my boat, trident in hand, and that would be, I mean, very satisfying indeed. There's just an absolute ton of ocean monuments here, all in distance, but I guess there's not too much to have in the ocean besides these things. That was the murgle of a drowned zombie, but we're just gonna ignore them because really that's what they want, is attention. They want attention, and they want to have a fashionable boat with oars, but they wouldn't know what to do with if they had them. You know, that's the sad part about being a zombie, is they no longer can appreciate the fine things in life, like having a beautiful golden helmet. Have you ever seen a zombie in a golden helmet and a lovely suit of gold armor? I've seen a few of them, and you know what? They don't even look any happier for having it, and that's very sad. I know when I got my gold hat, I got very pleased. And moreover, I defy you to find a person who looks more upset when wearing a stylish golden helmet than before. Not like the historical examples that you might be able to bring up that are bleak in methods of execution, but a normal golden hat. And as we see, we are going to be able to return home to our beloved pets, and this is going to be actually just a fantastically successful expedition. We found some cool stuff. We have definitive proof of polar bear's existence. That one trader let us roll a couple of the emeralds we found into the trees that we were actually looking for. Just perfect. I think, anyway, once again, I'm like, how long is the percussion going to happen? How long will other people wish to hear the percussion? But I only notice it after several minutes. But, yes, a long, peaceful ride across the ocean to the daunting sounds of percussiveness. So, like, right here, this is a more normal... This looks like a little ruin. We could go over there and check it out. There's probably a chest under it. I don't want to do it at nighttime, of course. want to get inventory space and, you know, everything else. Come back and get that gold block. There's a lot of things to do. That zombie can't decide if he wants to fight a skeleton or give a chicken a hug. It's a tough break. The surface of the water shimmers sort of strangely there, but I think it's just... Okay, yeah, there's like one block of sand at the other side of that, so that's what was going on. We've got our foes there, but they're not really that good at shooting moving targets, so we don't have to worry about it. And then, as suddenly as we left, we see that good old boat, a familiar sight of treasure maps and treasure hunting. We've slept on this boat several times, but that's not what we're gonna do this time. We're gonna run right all the way back home. I'm sure that our pets have missed us. For we have been gone for many days. But it's all led to this great success. We see there our little sand pillar, where the most precious creature was found, and that'll lead us back to them. So, projects for the future now that this has been successful. You know, we'll grow cherry trees. I'll probably... Yikes. I'll probably swap the... Oh, you want to go, dude? Oh, no. He does want to go, and I'm stuck. Alright. What's hitting me? Stop it. Alright, getting back into motion. You know, I don't need a trident, I just want a trident. Is there one over there throwing things at me? Looks like it. I'm gonna get to shore and evaluate what's going on, because this is gonna be a... Yeah, we're in good shape. This is a defensible shore. Oh, okay, my pets are out here. That's not perfect. No, Ajax, stop it! No! Okay, tense moment. I have to deal with this creeper. I wanted to fight this zombie. I still do. But I didn't know my bird and dog were going to teleport to me out here. Come on, guys. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Alright, I'm going to die. This is it. I'm going to die. I have to get distance. Oh, no. Alright, this is... Oh, okay. Little bit of distance. Eat the bread. Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh. Yikes. Just yikes. Okay. Ajax died. Ajax just sacrificed himself to that zombie. I should have... Should have been more careful. Man, I can't... Should have been more careful. Well, That could have went way worse. For the hardcore world, we could have lost the whole run right there. Um, I took that fight, and that was not the smartest move. I should have thought more about it. I let myself be blinded by just wanting the cool little Trident thing that I didn't even know existed, and then just got in way over my head. Walked out in the middle of the water knowing the shore wasn't safe. There's so much I should have done. But sometimes, sometimes you live on half a heart and your regrets are your regrets, but you still lived. And that's what we have here today. I made it. I made it home. We lived with half a heart, and noble Ajax covered our retreat. He lived up to his name. He was a tower. He protected us, and we'll always remember him. We should have done better. Should have done better. As soon as we saw that he was down there, we should have just booked it to protect him. But a sad time. But I don't want to say it's funny. It's a little funny. I had this poem that I wanted to read, because I thought, you know, I was just going to save it for the next time that I died, because I figured, I mean, it's not going to be too far from now, right? But I think we'll read it today. It's not, like really in honor of a sacrifice or anything, but suitable for the time, and so that's just why we'll engage in it here in a bit once I sort out the inventory. And by that I mean just throw everything in here, right? Just throw everything in here. Not the apples and not the trees that we want to grow, but all the other stuff. Just, get a clean slate for all of this. If the parrot squawks too much, we might have to give him a house somewhere else. But so we'll just gaze out here at the beauty of the jungle. And if you'll bear with me, we'll read this poem by Edna St. Vincent Millay, who I've talked about before and read one of her poems before. But she's a great American poet, and I like her work very much. So this is called The Death of Autumn. When reeds are dead and estrada thatch the marshes, and feathered pampas grass rides into the wind, like aged warriors westward, tragic, thinned of half their tribe, and over the flattened rushes, stripped of its secret, open, stark and bleak, blackens afar the half-forgotten creek, then leans on me the weight of the year, and crushes my heart. I know that beauty must ail and die, and will be born again. But to see beauty stiffened, staring up at the sky. Oh, autumn, autumn, what is the spring to me? And I really like how she captures there, like, how senseless loss can feel, and even something like the changes of the seasons can fill us with this deep regret for things that we haven't done, for things that we wanted to do, and the promise of the future and how inadequate it can feel in making us feel any better about the pain of the present. What is spring to me? And that's a thing that I've often struggled with in the past. I feel a lot better now than I did as a younger man, but it's still tough on me many days. But being able to look forward to the future and believe that anything good is going to come out of it, that's not automatic, right? It's sometimes it's something that you have to fight for every day. But I know that one of the things that keeps me very cheerful is making these videos. It's a great joy to me to make them, and I just wanted to say, as I always do, thanks for watching, Thanks for listening. I really hope you've enjoyed this episode. Uh, and I hope I'll see you in the next video where we'll have some nice, calm, no half heart adventures here in hardcore. So thank you so much.